real quick. So I'm gonna get into my tie here, all right? Key things here, when I get to my tie, we're wrestling here. When I'm wrestling them, I don't want to engage eye to eye. I don't want to engage eye to eye. What we're always taught is we're gonna level change, lower our levels, and come up through my opponent here, all right? So when I go to get into any ties, initiate any ties, I'm gonna lower my levels, all right? That's gonna prevent me from walking into a shot, especially if you wrestle a guy fast as RBY. I would not want to be eye to eye when I go and tie up with him for how fast he is, because he's gonna lower his levels below me and get to my legs. So everything we're gonna do, I'm gonna lower my levels before I initiate ties. This first one, we're gonna get all to the same tie. But this first one, what I'm gonna do to get inside tie, I'm gonna clap my hands. This is what Coach Johnson taught me, is I'm gonna clap my hands. It's gonna make it easier for me to get both inside controls. So as I'm here, I'm gonna lower my levels, I'm clapping my hands, and I'm coming up through my partner, all right? Key thing is, so I'm a left leg lead. What I'm looking for is I want my head on this side of the body. My right hand, not my attack hand, or left hand's my attack hand. So my right hand is gonna be cupped in the armpit here, all right? I'm gonna be nice, cupped here. Now my attack hand is gonna be blocking either an elbow crease, or I'm gonna grab wrist here, and I'm gonna pull down, or I'm gonna push an elbow crease, or hands down here, all right? So as I go in to get to my tie, I lower my levels, I'm clapping my hands, and I'm driving up through my opponent, all right? For right leg lead, my left hand is gonna be the one that's gonna be in the armpit. Right hand's gonna be blocking an elbow crease or grabbing a wrist. So as right leg lead, I'm lowering my levels, I'm clapping my hands, I'm coming up through him. My head is on the opposite side of his body here, all right? So that's what we're gonna work on, just lower our levels, coming up through my partner, all right? So I'm here, I lower my levels, clapping my hands up through my partner, and I'm doing these nice, short, choppy steps as I push here. And I'm driving with my back leg as I push them. I'm here. If I'm right leg lead, I'm here. I'll show you another way how we get into this. So as I get into my tie here, make sure this hand here, it doesn't matter if when I'm pushing, I want to pull down, all right? One thing I've noticed when I was out at the Olympic Training Center training with David Taylor, it didn't matter what type of tie he had, he was always pulling down on the guy. He had 2-on-1, underhook, he had some type of little pull. It didn't have to be this huge, I'm just hanging on the guy, but I want some little light pull here, all right? So when we get to this tie, feel the pressure? Yeah. I'm pulling down on this arm as I go. I want to be slowly wearing on him. So keep constantly pulling down on him. Now, the next way that we teach at Zoo to get to this tie here is down below, and also I'm gonna do a nice little fake. I'm gonna set his feet, and then I come up through him, all right? So nice, easy, I'm just doing see how I got him reacting? Now after I get him react, now I'm into him here, all right? So this is the second way how we would get into it, is I'm gonna fake into him. And the key thing to the fake, guys, is the little movements, all right? You see guys that make these huge, they're making all these big movements. You don't need to be over-exaggerate. Nice. I'm timing it, boom. Now I'm going into them. I'm pulling down on the arms, I'm pushing. I'm keeping a little pressure here, all right, into them. All right, let's work that one. I want to be an inside tie with the armpit. I'm going to attack his hand, baseball grip here. So I'm going to lower my levels. I'm attacking both hands to the grip. Now, to get inside tight, I'm gonna release my outside hand. I'm gonna push the hand out. This elbow is gonna come up and in, and now I got the tie secured. And now I'm back in my tie here. All right, so I'm here, I'm lowering my levels. I'm attacking the wrist with both hands. I push with the outside cross hand. Elbow comes up and in and down. And I'm gonna push here. All right, make sure with this hand, this elbow is always facing the mat. All right, it's gonna be a lot easier for me here to push him. And if he decides to shoot, it's a natural block. It's gonna help me block the shot. All right, so here for this one more time. I lower my levels. I'm attacking both hands to the wrist. I push out, elbow in, and now I'm back into my tie here. All right, any questions? Yeah.
When they shoot, like how is that? Is it just the forearm blocking that?
Yep, the forearm is blocking. All I'm doing, I'm keeping all of this nice and tight here. It's nice and tight, so when he lowers his levels, my arm follows him the whole time. And that's why when I pull down here, if he level changes, I'm already pulling down, so my arm is already going down to the mat for our natural down block. Good question. Any other questions? All right. My hand to my body. I'm popping it off with my cross hand, and then I'm back to pushing it out, elbow in. Same thing as we did with baseball grip. So I'm posting, he peels, I pull my hand back, I'm peeling the hand off, elbow in, I'm pushing back to driving. All right, so I'm here one last time. Any questions? Guys want to see it one more time? Yeah. All right, I'll go nice and slow. So as he peels, I pull my elbow back to my side, cross hand pops the hand out. Now I follow that up, driving in, push the hand and arm out, elbow comes in, and now I'm back to driving. Small choppy steps. All right, let's work it. 1, 2. I don't want to be fighting this guy's pressure the whole time. So I'm going to use whatever pressure he's giving me to my advantage, all right? So initiating the tie, if you ever notice, it's always I'm pressuring into him. I want to initiate ties, I want to pressure into him. It's really hard to get to a tie when I'm backing up away from the guy. So I'm going to have to create initial pressure. Once I create that initial pressure, this is when I'm going to start using his own pressure against him. So here, I'm going to get to my tie any of the ways that I showed you. And so as I get to it, notice as he started pressuring back into me here. Now, when I feel the guy's pressure, I'm gonna start pulling. I'm gonna start pulling him down to the mat. I want to use that pressure that he's going. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm gonna use it to my advantage. So if he starts pressuring back into me, I'm gonna start pulling. As he starts to, most guys, they're gonna start trying to lift their head up as I pull him down. So as I start pulling down, he starts to lift up. I'm gonna pressure back into him. Now he pressures back into me. I'm gonna pull. He lifts his head up, I'm pressuring in. So I'm keeping this pressure, push and pull going. I wanna keep this push and pull. I wanna feel his pressure. I don't wanna fight it. So if he's pressuring into me, I don't wanna get into this huge battle where I'm trying to out-muscle him, all right? The stronger guy is always gonna win, all right? For me, I was always a smaller 157 pounder. I was weighing 156 pounds my freshman year, true freshman year, and I'm wrestling Alex Stanringer, who naturally off season is 195 pounds. There's no way giving up 40 pounds I was gonna push Stanringer around on the mat. But I made it frustrating for him because I would pressure in, he pressured back, and then I would pull and then push, pull and push, and keep that pressure going and wear down him in the match, all right? So as I go, we're gonna do any of the ways to get to our ties, whether it's fake into him, I get to the tie, he's pushing back, I'm pulling him once he picks his head up, I pressure into them here, all right? So I want to keep that pressure going, nice and calm and relaxed. As I pull, I'm circling, pushing, I'm circling, I'm circling, circling as I pull, and I'm creating angles, all right? Look into them. It's going to create a lot of space for my offense, all right?